So let's talk about thanks, right? We're coming up on Thanksgiving, and every day I try to remind myself and be grateful for everything that I have in my life. My beautiful wife, this amazing home on the water, these beautiful views every day. But I think more and more people really need to start thinking about that every day, right? There is nothing more uplifting and nothing that feels more right than to be grateful, right? It just makes you feel good, right? Like, you have nothing to be upset about. You have nothing to be mad about. There's always things in life that you could be grateful for, right? The fact is, and I know people hate hearing it, but it could always be worse, right? It could always be worse. God is never going to give you more than what you can handle, right? It's just not going to happen, right? We can all take a certain amount of pain, right? I said the other day, life is going to life no matter what. We cannot stop life from lifing, right? So, there's, it's just like little things in life that I'm grateful for. Like the fact that I can hook my computer up to my car, drive down the road, and continue to work, right? The fact that, I've got a Mercedes and I live on the water and my wife loves me and she's faithful and she's happy and she's healthy and she pushes me to be a better man, right? The fact that I still have both my parents, I have my brother, I have my sister, my nieces, my nephews. I've got, I hit the jackpot when it comes to mother-in-laws, right? Like, I'm a very, very blessed man. But I could also complain, right? Like this year, I buried my grandparents. My uncle just passed away. Earlier this year, I buried another uncle, right? My foot hurts 24/7. I literally have no cartilage left in my right foot. I'm in pain all day, every day, right? I'm not where I want to be financially, right? I thought for sure I would be a billionaire by the time I was 35. I'm 37. I'm behind where I want to be, right? I have a lot of things I could complain about. But why? Why do that when there's so much to be grateful for? There's so much to be grateful for. So, if you take anything from this, take the fact that no matter where you're at in life, no matter how your life is going, no matter how down you may feel right now, you're blessed. You really are. You have a lot of things to be grateful for. It could be so much worse. And one thing I can honestly say is, when we get those feelings of, man, another thing, right? Like, I don't know how much more I can take, right? We've all had those moments in life. It's just one thing after the next. When it rains, it storms, right? We've all heard that saying. One thing I can say is there's always a light at the end of the tunnel, right? My happiest days and my best days always seem to be right after the hardest, right? I feel like God puts these things in our way, and these trials and tribulations and these hard things, lifing, just to see, to prove that we aren't going to give up, right? To prove to ourselves that we can get through it. And then, the sun comes out, right? So just remember that life's always going to keep coming no matter what. You've got to be grateful. Do your gratitude list. I was on a very, I think for about a full year, every morning, I wrote down 5 things that I was grateful for and 5 goals. 10 goals and 10 things I was grateful for every single morning before I started my day. And now I just think of them, right? Like, I don't write them down, but I'm constantly thinking of what I'm grateful for. I highly recommend everybody does that. If you don't do it already, do that in the new year. make it a normal thing, not just on Thanksgiving, but every single day, right? Like my wife does this thing every night. She'll get all the cats together for treats and ask them, what are they grateful for, right? It sounds funny, but that's when she's going through her grateful list, right? What she's grateful for every day. Get into that habit, and I promise you, you will feel a lot happier about where you're at in life and what's going on. Peace.